Yo, you're catching barrels, huh? So, when I started recording the episode, it turns out there was actually an error. So the first literal 5 minutes, right before the intro ends, I paused just because my dad was calling me, and this happened. As you guys can see, something happened with the computer, and the audio is not working whatsoever. So, just to recap, Magnus was visited by the villain for the season thus far, and she was basically asking for a potion full out of love. That's all that we've seen so far. So with that being said, let's continue and get into the rest. Yeah, yeet.
Everything I've heard, my mother suffered it in silence alone for years. She never got the help she needed.
We won't make the same mistake. I could try to talk to the angel.
No, it's too dangerous. Look, if we summon Raziel, he could destroy us just for bothering him.
What about Ithuriel? He's helped us before. His blood runs in our veins. Jace, if you were suffering the consequences of being brought back from the dead, then maybe he can do something.
They don't know that it's really has to do with the villain.
Come up with some.
Not my style. Or your sleeve length.
Broken.
Better. But still, I think it would be nicer if I had one of my own shirts.
Oh, okay. Think I can manage that?
No, it's okay. If it's fine. It's just I was thinking.
Moving
it
in?
wouldn't be an issue if I didn't have to go back and forth so much. I mean, I spend almost every night here. So, what if I moved in?
Oh wow, two moving in arcs.
Bad idea?
No.
No, I just thought.
We've been seeing each other for less than 2 months.
Has it only been 2 months?
Alexander, once we move in together, our relationship will change.
Yeah, we'll be even closer.
There's no such thing. If there's one thing I've learned in the course of my long life, it's to take your time. Talk to you tonight?
Yeah.
And you see his cheekbones flexing. That means he's uncomfortable. And he's hurt. Because Magnus has got a lot going on currently. He's got to figure some stuff out for
I never
himself.
canceled this gig.
Someone sure did. Shoes off. End of
And
story.
it's only been 2 months. That's
Come on,
fairly
I already
early.
loaded all of my gear into the van. Well, can I at least get paid?
Can I borrow a dress? I need something mundane to wear. Going undercover?
But not
Something
too
like
mundane.
that.
Just a dash of panache.
Is there something
of
going
mundane.
on? I'm going out tonight.
I don't know how the hell she's going to feel when she goes through all this effort to try and help Jace. And then he's most likely going to just turn around and just like stab her or something. And she's going to feel so hurt. So is that latex or skin? Because I'm honestly not too sure.
Remember this scent.
Is all this stuff yours?
No, it's Kyle's. So is the sweet Les Paul. See, this is like the perfect apartment for me, right?
A little too perfect.
Yeah. Izzy, I've looked through everything Magnus has on deep possession. Nothing matches Morgan's symptoms.
He's going to open up the box.
I'm leaving now.
And then open up some issues with Magnus now. And then there's going to be real tension instead of just sort of this awkwardness from trying to move in too soon. Even though that is real tension, don't want to discredit that, but it's, you know, they can get through that. I don't know how much drama this is going to cause between them. Oh, and then he's going to pull a line like, how can I trust you to live in my house if you go through my shit?
Close to my heart, all my love, George.
My life fell apart. That little farmhouse is where I put it back together.
Well, let's hope it has a similar effect on Cleophas.
Wouldn't know. I haven't heard from her since I brought her here. She's cut herself off.
Can't say I blame her.
She could be dead? I mean...
Being held captive by Valentine isn't.
It's terrible.
Maybe her life's turned around. Maybe things are good. Maybe she's binge-watched a lot of shows.
Clarissa.
What do you think this is? Okay, this looks bad, but there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Hey, Jace, what the hell? Get off me!
That plant is wolfsbane, Simon. Your friend Kyle here is a werewolf. Where's your Kyle?
Well, things are certainly escalating.
And this apartment, it's just a trap? We designed this place for you so you'd want to stay here. It's safe. You called off my gig.
My money.
Look,
My loot.
until I can figure out how to keep you and everybody else from getting hurt, this is where you need to be. I don't need someone to protect me. I need people to tell me the truth. If I told you I was a wolf, would you have listened to me? Probably. Sorry, call me crazy, but I tend to respect people that are honest with me.
You need to calm down.
Sounds about loyalty. Oh my goodness.
You know what? I'm done. Consider this me breaking my lease.
Fangs are out. Simon's on the offensive.
What is it?
I wanted to report that the main systems have been updated and rebooted.
They keep
Great.
bringing this guy around.
Thank you.
It's like, what's going on?
Iron Sisters do have ways to communicate with the angels. But I'm afraid I cannot do that for you.
You can, or you won't.
I have been trying to contact the angels. But as hard as I try, it will not answer.
Oof.
Why?
I'm not certain.
Left on red by the
Sometimes
angels?
wonder if my own irredeemable actions have severed my ties to the heavens.
Do you work from a store?
No, I actually
Online business?
work from home.
It must be peaceful.
Not at all.
No.
I live with my family, my brothers. We all work together.
Family business.
Oh, she's...
We have more in common than I thought.
Hey, oh. They don't even give me time to relish in the sweet, wholesome moment for a second. God damn. We got a kinky zoom over here. Like, what?
For tonight, I really had an incredible time. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Wait, what?
I just remembered I have an order. I have to get out tonight.
What?
It's an important client.
All right, let me at least get you a ride.
No, I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh, Izzy, be careful, fam. Wow, this actually looks really nice. The effects, this looks like it's practical for the most part. Oh, fuck that.
Seriously?
Yeah. Duplication stopped that too? Yo, you're catching barrels, huh?
Dumb useless demon.
Oh, she's hopping in? Alright, bet.
This contains trace amounts of adamus to help call the angels.
And you know what? Actually, I don't think they're gonna do the whole he's potentially part of the downworld or whatever, or he's like a sea league or something like that, because they just did that with Simon's friend, right, Kyle? So it might be a little repetitive, and I think she needs normalcy. That's the point they're going with, right? I'll be surprised if he's actually something else.
And I murdered an Iron Sister. How do you think the angel's gonna react to us?
Yo, whose mass is this?
I'll be okay.
Is what they would say. I think Clary's fine. All right, she's on her way to mastering the angelic powers. She's slayed Valentine. She's made her ways considerably since season 1.
But if someone's offering you help, be a fool not to take it.
You should listen to your own words, James. I was gonna come back to him. Claire tries to help him. Yo, count those bands, fam.
Magnus, I did something I'm not proud of.
You're referring to going through that box?
Oh, he knew.
I'm a warlock. I know when things are out of order.
I had no right. It was an invasion of your privacy, and I'm sorry.
Now let me move in.
Apology accepted. Shall I whip us up some cocktails? Martini Mondays. Gin or vodka?
Gin.
Gin.
Always Jen.
Now that I've seen some of that history with my own eyes, I can't help but think, if I'm lucky, maybe one of my arrowheads ends up in that box.
Look, I don't even want to think about you being
And
gone.
one day I will be. And you'll just move on.
I'm immortal! It's not as if I have a choice. I can't change what I am, and neither can you.
You signed up knowing this, Alec? Like what? Like what?
Look, can we just stay in the here and now? With the one I love.
I don't know. Like, I get. First of all, he went through his stuff, which is a big no. That's a big red flag. Second, he was already pent up like aggression from Magnus's reaction to him wanting to move in, which was fair. 2 months is fairly early on, at least in my opinion, to move in, right? Even though they have a great relationship so far, I guess. But then getting mad that someone who's immortal is keeping mementos, saving memories. Like, I have stuff about people I used to be friends with, close friends with, or relationships with. Doesn't mean, you know, you just keep those personal things. Some people like to give them away, some people like to keep them. And especially, I think the fact that he's immortal, like, that's, you should be a little bit more understanding of that. But I think it's just the other stuff that he's more pissed off about that's still just coming into his other actions. But that's just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think?
You're right. Now, don't you go anywhere. I'll be right back with those martinis.
Yo, Dark Alec confirmed. He's cheesed.
There you go.
Sonic the Hedgehog appears because it's a golden ring.
But returning from death has left him vulnerable. You now face a greater threat than you realize.
Oh, this is Haled's
I don't
conversation.
understand.
A great evil has arrived in the realm of the mundane.
Oh, he's so dead. It's like guaranteed.
The owl.
The owl has a master. Its name is...
Oh my, like that is like oh, that's gruesome, good. Yo, Clary messed up. That was a hefty L. Not only did she not get any answers, well, she got one answer that Jace is fine, is something else, and there's a bigger demon. Yeah, but she got the angel murdered. She lost a sliver of her soul, and no, just about that. The angel kind of died, and that's a big no-no, I'm assuming. So, yikes. And the graphics on that that was amazing, by the way. Probably some of the best in the show. But you know what also just came into my mind? Somewhat understandable. This is the first time Alec has been in a relationship in general, right? A serious relationship at that. So for him to go through these woes and have jealousy and stuff for the very first time, we should also be understanding towards that, right?
It's nothing. Let's get one more.
She's gonna drop liquid inside. You devil! It's GG from here. Oh no, he got slapped.
Very good. Now nothing will come between us. How do you feel?
Like a new man.
Let me just take in the fact that Clary did all of that, just save Jace, and now Jace is like, Clary who? And that was Shadowhunters Season 3, Episode 5. That was my reaction video. This was actually a pretty solid episode, I would say. Started off a little bit slow, but towards the as the episodes started progressing, we had a lot of these narratives started coming together in more interesting ways. We have a lot of the tension between Malik started to bubble, which was really interesting to see them in a very uncomfortable situation, and, you know, a realistic confrontation that would be happening in the stage of their relationship, things like moving out, previous relationships, and how they may feel about jealousy and stuff. So that was all really good to see. Also, the whole idea that I was wondering who the hell that character was, because he wasn't even like a secondary or even third character, just like somebody at the Institute who was popping up more often. So I guess they're leading it to show how important, you know, that representation of having somebody part of the LGBTQ plus being in positions like that in the Shadow World, especially because I can imagine that's not very well. It depends. Like, I guess maybe that's not as prominent in infrastructures and organizations like being a Shadowhunter. So that was really cool and important to show that. So all those are great. We also had some developments with Clary and trying to help Jace with his mental health, because that's what they think is going on. So I like the way that they're approaching and dealing with that and putting that to the forefront. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that goes, because Clary got the freaking angel bopped. I don't know what happens when an angel dies. I don't even know. What is it like? I'm assuming if the rest of the Downworld and the Shadowhunters hear that she got him killed, she might have a target on her head. I don't know, y'all, but I enjoyed this episode quite a bit, y'all. What did you think? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, if you want early access to these videos and the full unedited raw reactions, then definitely check out patreon.com/fail34 in the description down below. Believe it or not, guys, we'll be almost done and caught up with the entire series shortly, so that's awesome. Anyway, though, with that being said, I will see your beautiful faces next time, y'all. Peace.